So welcome to class, everybody. I'm Shavita, and today we are going to do a morning flow class. So let's begin the class by lying down on our backs. We're going to work on opening up our upper bodies and our hips today, and to connect to the breath. So let's just lie on the mat. You can place your hands on your belly if you want. You can have your legs long or bent, whatever suits you. And let's just connect to each other through our breath. So take a nice big exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Next time you take an exhale, just pull the belly button slightly in to the mat and gently release. Exhaling and gently release. And let's lift up that pelvic floor muscle, this muscle that gets neglected often because it can't be seen, but a really vital group of muscles in our bodies, holding in our internal organs. So exhale, pull that pelvic floor muscle up, and then gently release. Pull the pelvic floor muscle up and gently release. Let's do 10 together. 10, 9, don't forget to breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up. Hold that pelvic floor muscle up for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently relax. So see if you can engage that pelvic floor muscle slightly during the class whenever you remember, and I'll give you some cues to remind you. So we're going to keep our abs and that pelvic floor muscle engaged to support the movements. So we're hugging in our knees, rocking from side to side, just massaging our lower back. Good. Bring your right foot over your left, and then we're just going to drop our knees over to the left. Bring the hands up into a 90-degree angle and try to keep both of your shoulders on the mat. And let's breathe. Tuck your chin in slightly. And then gently release. We're going to bring the left foot over the right, twist it, and then we're bringing the knees over to the right. And keeping both the shoulders on the mat, just staying relaxed. And really focusing and exaggerating that exhale slightly. Excuse me. And then gently release. Feet on the floor. Let's just open up our shoulders. Reach your fingertips over your head and then back. Beautiful. Reach your fingertips over your head and then back. One more time. Reach. And then hug those knees in. Have a little rock one way and have a little rock the other way. We're going to come up and we're going to come into child's pose. Now if you've got a block And if you haven't got a block and you want to experiment and have that feeling of a block, you can always use a book. And if you haven't got a block and you don't want to use it, it doesn't matter. You put your hands there, so then you can just drop down in between your hands and breathe. And if you haven't got the block, it doesn't matter, yeah? Let's just stay connected to that breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Remember, our bodies are different in the morning and in the evening, so we want to be gentle if we're practicing in the morning, because we're just warming up our body. It's been lying in the bed all night, so we don't want to add some fast movements straight away into our body. We want to connect to our breath. We want to connect to our body, see what's going on. If there's anything not feeling comfortable, just be aware of it in our movements and adapt the positions and the postures accordingly. And then coming up onto your hands and knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Now extend the left leg up. And curl it in, moving with control and with your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Change sides. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring your knees back. Tuck the toes under. And then just come into slowly, keeping your knees bent. Straighten out your spine first, and then slowly come into downward facing dog. And walking it out, left, right, left, right. Just taking little wiggles, even coming up on your toes, and then bringing those heels back down again. Coming up onto your toes, bringing those heels back down again. Let's bring our feet together. Bend the knees, take the knees over to the left and the hips over to the right. Change sides. And stay connected to your breath one more time each side. And again. And then back to the center. Have your feet like a little bit wider this time, as wide as the mat. Come up onto your toes and drop it down. Onto your toes and drop it down. Lean forward onto your hands, bending the knees, straightening out the spine and then straightening out the legs. Remember, we're moving nice and slowly, high plank, bending the knees, straight spine, and then slowly bringing the knees straight. One more time. High plank, bending the knees. And slowly, slowly walk your fingers forward. And we're going to come into a ragdoll, grabbing hold of your elbows. Your knees are bent. And just rocking from side to side. Let go of your head. Let it go completely. Let the weight of your head off your shoulder. Feel the fresh blood coming down onto your forehead. Now let go of those elbows. Pull your belly button in and roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time, like a string of pearls. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up those arms. Your feet are hip distance apart. Have a look. Your arms are in line with your ears and your little pinkies are facing each other. Abs pulled in. Now grab hold of your right wrist and bring your right wrist over to the left and take your right hip over to the right. And back to the center, grabbing hold of the left wrist and then pushing the left hip over to the left. Coming up, palms together, palms to prayer. You can have your knees bent. And we're just gonna forward bend, tucking in the neck. Take the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Flat back. Breathe. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Frame the foot. Step the right leg back. Drop the right knee down. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot and then just let's wiggle it out. We're opening up the hip. Leaning slightly forward and then tuck the back toe under, coming to downward facing dog. And we're going to lean forward, step the right foot forward, drop the left knee down, and we're just wiggling it out. Your hands are inside the foot, wiggling it out. Left, right, left, right. Opening up the hips. Frame the foot, tuck the back toe under, and coming to downward facing dog. Now let's lift up that left leg. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And then let's circle that knee to really unlock that hip one way and the other way. Good. Change sides. Lifting up the right leg, bending the knee, and then circling it. And then change directions of that circle. And placing it down. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands. Step the right foot forward, left foot forward. Tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Flat back, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Inhale, lifting up. And this time we're going to sit down into a chair. Swing the hands back and inhale, lift them up. Palms together, forward bend. Tuck the neck in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck the neck in. Framing the foot. Left leg back. Right leg back. And again, you can go into downward facing dog, or you can do a flow where you're in a high plank. Lean slightly forward. Tricep push-up. Upward facing dog. Really open up that chest. Downward facing dog. And make your adjustments with your feet. And if you need to have your knees bent, have them bent. You want to create a nice long spine, creating space in between each vertebra. Breathing in, breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your left foot forward, right foot forward. Swing the hands back. Inhale, lift up into the chair. Palms together, tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Framing the foot. Right leg back. Left leg back. And again, you got the option of downward facing dog, or you got the high plank. Flow, tricep push up. Upward facing dog. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Breathe, breathe. So place your right hand to the middle of the mat. We're going to flip the legs over and we're coming into a side plank. Holding it, really pulling that belly button in, lifting the oblique muscles for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Left hand to the middle of the body. Lifting up. 3, 2, 1. Bringing the hands down. And then again, you can come into downward facing dog, or you can do the flow. Tricep push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward. Left foot forward. Tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Inhale, lifting up. Now from there, lean over onto your left leg, pick up the right foot. And then you can bend that left knee if you want. We're gonna come into a balancing, lifting it up. Then you can bring your hands behind you. And then back up. Pull the belly button in, lifting it up. And back down. One more time. Inhale, lifting it up. And back down. Beautiful. Lifting it up. Placing that leg down. Leaning over onto the right leg. Lift up the left foot. Reaching back. Squeezing that glute. And back up. Abs pulled in. Beautiful. One more time. And back up. Place both hands together. Lean slightly forward. Exhale, forward bend. Tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Frame the foot. Left leg back. Right leg back. And you can be in your downward dog or the flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward. And then bring the right hand in front of the right foot. You can just have your fingertips touching if you want. The hand comes up to a side angle, and then you can bring the hand over the ear. For 3, 2, 1. And then place that left hand just in front, 1 foot ahead of your right foot, and then kick back, and we're going to lift up. Lifting up. And then if you're comfortable, right hand on the mat and lift up. Both hands. For 3, 2, 1. Gently bring that foot back down. Frame the foot. Kick back. Downward facing dog. Or flow it out. Lovely. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands. We're going to step the left foot forward. And we're going to bring the left hand in front. Pivot the back foot. You can have your fingertips there if you want. Lifting up, hand over the ear. Beautiful. Place that hand in front of you. And then lift up the back leg. And then we're going to place our left hand on the mat and lift it up. Gently bend the front knee. Bring the back leg down. Frame the foot. You got downward facing dog or you got your flow. Lovely. Stay connected to your breath. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward, tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Lean over onto your left leg. Pick up your right. And this time we're going to bring the hands behind us. Interlock your fingers. And then coming back up. The 3. 2. Use your breath, abs pulled in. And 1. And bring that leg back up and down. Lean over onto your right leg, abs pulled in, lifting that knee, left knee, leaning forward, grabbing hold of interlock your fingers behind you, change the hand grip, lifting up, and back. And back up. Using your breath, abs pulled in. And back up. And hands down. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up. Palms together. Exhale, forward bend. Tuck the neck in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck the neck in. Frame the foot. Left leg back. Right leg back. Downward dog or flow it out. Tricep push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, lift up the hands. Pivot the back foot 45-degree angle. Bring the hands to prayer. Lean forward and bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You're doing a twist. And if you want to, you could open up your wings. And then bring it back into a triangle. Extend. Inhale, lifting up. Both feet facing the front. Hands to prayer. We're going to bend the right knee into a side lunge. And you're lifting up the left toe. And then back down. Stay connected to your breath. Beautiful. One more time. And then we're going to frame the foot. And then kick back into downward facing dog or your flow. Tricep push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing it out. Lean forward onto your hands, step your left foot forward. Pivot the back foot 45-degree angle. Lifting the hands up. Palms to prayer. Lean forward. Elbow, right elbow to the outside of the left hand. Lengthen your spine. Rotate your chest. Open your wings if you want. And then we're bringing that foot in front. Extend the leg. Coming back. Both toes facing the front. Shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach towards me. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, coming down. Lean slightly forward onto your toes. Place the right hand to the middle of the mat. Inhale, lift up the left. Change hands, lifting it up. Then we're walking our hands back to the front, framing the foot, and then kicking back either in a downward facing dog or you got the flow. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. You're going to lean forward onto your hands, and then you're going to slowly come down for 3, 2, 1. Place the hands near your nipples, and then we're going to just lift up the chest and lift up the feet. Forehead facing the mat, and then gently release. Let's do that again. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. Bring one hand on top of the other, and then bring the knees nice and wide. Nice and wide. And then see if you can bring the heels together. Heels together, and you're pointing the soles of your feet to the ceiling, and then we're just pushing up. Squeezing those heels together and lifting the thighs off the mat. That's it, lifting up. 2 more times, 2 and 1. Straighten out those legs. We're going to have the hands up, and we're going to lift up the arms and the legs. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands in line with your shoulders, bending the knees, and we're going to melt into melting heart. So knees together, buttocks up, and leaning your chest down, melting your chest down. Now if you've got a block, you can do it like this. Yeah, it's up to you. Now bring the palms together, bend the elbows, bring the hands behind your head, and then slightly lean back. Feel the stretch in the tricep muscles. And then gently release. Have your knees wide, toes touching, and coming to child's pose. Surrendering on the mat. Then walking your hands back. We're going to come and sit on our buttocks. Sitting on our buttocks, fingertips facing inwards. Feet hip distance apart, and we're going to lift up into reverse tabletop. And then gently release. And then back. This time, if you want to bring the right leg to the middle of your body and inhale, lift up the left. And then change sides. And then gently release. Come and lie down on the mat. Hug your knees in. Have a little rock one way. And have a little rock the other way. Beautiful. We're just slowly going to come up to sitting. Going to have both legs nice and long. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. Relax your shoulders and breathe. And you can bend your knees if you want, and if you've got the block, you can pop it underneath your knees just to soften the stretch slightly. And just breathe here now. Surrender, relax your shoulders, relax your face muscles. You've done all the hard work, and now it's time to just slow it down. We're going to have one leg out and one leg in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rotating, coming down. And breathing in and breathing out. Gently release. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. And again, the left and right might feel different. And then both legs nice and long. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, coming down. Then we're going to bring one leg behind us and one leg in front. Placing the hands near the hips. Inhale, lifting up. Now if you want to, you can extend that leg. And bringing it down. And again, lifting it up. And down. One more time. And this time, if you want to, you can tap it down and lift it up. One more time. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. And again, you've got the option of keeping both knees bent and lifting up, or you can extend that leg. And down. Extend. Pushing the hips forward. The front of the thighs can get tight if we're sitting at a desk all day. So we really open that up. And then again, you can tap it down and lift. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're going to come onto all fours and we're going to thread the needle. So place your right hand to the middle of your body. Inhale, lift up the left. Exhale, thread it through. And with this one, we're almost pulling the shoulder blades apart. And if you want to, you can bring that top hand over to extend that stretch. And then gently release. We're bringing the right hand in. No, it's the left hand in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, threading it through. And then bringing that hand over. So you're opening up your chest. And breathe. Remember to breathe. We always need to stay connected to our breaths. And then gently release. And then sitting on your knees, then just slightly lean back. We're actually stretching out the front of our ankles. And then gently release. Beautiful. One more time. Be really gentle here. And then back to sitting up. So you can be on your knees or cross-legged. Now grab hold of those elbows. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. And change. And then bring both hands up to the ceiling. Bring the right hand underneath the left. And lift those arms up. So really opening up those shoulder blades. Now, you don't have to be sitting on your knees. You can sit cross-legged. Remember to adapt to your body's needs. Every day, our bodies need something different. And that's perfectly okay. Then gently release. Change hands. The other hand comes underneath and lifting those elbows up. And breathing. And then gently release. Let's just release any tension we may be holding on to in our necks before we lie down. So sitting comfortably. And let's just exhale. Look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Back to center, turn to one side, tuck your chin in slightly. Change, tuck your chin in slightly. And again. And then just circle one way. And circle upwards. Then rotate your shoulders back and forward. Beautiful. Let's lie down on the mat. One more little last stretch to go. Hugging your knees. Pulling the knees in. Relax the shoulders. Rotate your foot one way. Rotate your foot the other way. And then bring the knee over your body. Turn your head away, and you can have that arm lifted over your head so you feel a nice stretch in your chest and opening of the shoulders. And then gently release. Change sides, holding on to that knee, rotating your foot one way, rotating your foot the other way. Bring the knee over your body, lifting that hand up. And then gently release. Keep your knees bent and let's just hug those knees in. Rotating your body one way, rotating your body the other way. Then I invite you to just surrender on the mat. You can have your legs long, soles of your feet together, and just whatever suits you for this last bit of the relaxation. So lying on your mat and just focus on your breath. Acknowledge your commitment to yourself today. Acknowledge the discipline and the dedication it took for you to give yourself this opening, for you to provide a little bit of self-care for you. Time to connect. And just listen to your breath moving through your body. I invite you to exaggerate your breath, your external breath, a little bit. With every breath, there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. And there's a magic pause, the vortex. So just focus on your breath moving through your body, really consciously breathing here. Exhaling for the count of 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhaling for the count of 3, 2, 1. Pause. And as you exhale, just let go of anything that's not serving you. Any last little bit you may be holding on to, just let it go. And as you inhale presence with your body, with your breath in the present moment in time. This is your time to really be in stillness and to connect. And I'm just going to share something with you as you're lying there. Trusting our natural flow. We are taught at an early age that expressing ourselves and fulfilling our needs naturally is not socially acceptable. Therefore, we learned how to suppress many of our natural desires, causing conflict and imbalance in our systems and rebelling in our body and spirit. Often we react by going for the quickest available high. Our bodies react to the imbalance by gaining weight, losing weight, becoming tense, or developing allergies and addictions. We crave all kinds of things we would not normally desire if left to our own natural flow. We now have the tools to reconnect with our natural desire. Honor the voice of our spirit, the voice of our intuition, which tells us what is best for us. I follow the flow of my natural desires. I invite you now to slowly take a couple of deep breaths, coming back into your body, coming back into your room on your mat. And as we gently come back, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. 3 things that have given you pleasure. Inhale each one of those things into your body. Exhale gratitude out into the universe. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. And then slowly start adding movement back in. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, turning your head left to right. And slowly, in your own time, gently bending your knees, and rolling over to your preferred side of resting. And stay here for as long as you need in this space that you've created. I thank you for your time and allowing me into your space. I appreciate you and I look forward to seeing you next time.